can ask your question. Yeah. So, but then before I move on for today's session, is anyone here want to, ask a question? If you have anything to say, you can go ahead. The floor is yours. All right. All right. So, please go ahead and talk. Unmute your mic and then speak.
Sir, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you too?
I'm good. Last week I wasn't able to access the data camp, my data camp, so I missed the supervised learning. So I want to know the penalties, or should I continue with the unsupervised assessment?
You made last time, right?
Yes, I missed the supervised assessment. I wasn't able to access the data camp.
Do you have access to the second answer today?
Right now I'm able to access it.
Okay. So, are you on Discord? Are you on the Discord channel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on the Discord channel, I want you to send your mail or your data camp username to sapon_9.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, please. Who else?
Okay, good afternoon.
Okay. Good
I think
afternoon.
I'm also new.
You could you also make the first assignment.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
send
couldn't make it
your.
actually. The thing is
You
that I just got access to my GitHub and I say my GitHub, my Discord, and also um my classes on Thursday, like this last Thursday, because I had some issues joining. So I sent messages to like through the form on my like on the account that I could not join the Discord and also the website. So I just got access to it both on Thursday.
so you will not be able to access your Discord channel. You also have not been
Yes,
able to access the data camp. Do you
yes,
have access to
I
data
have.
camp?
Yes, I have access now. It was on Thursday that everything was fine.
Okay, so why don't you leave your mail in the comment section in the chat box? Okay,
Okay.
okay. Please, is that all? Can we now proceed? Okay, so if that is so, then we are going to proceed to our section for today. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do today, as I said earlier, we are going to go through how we can access, how we can apply uh, a cycle learn to a machine learning project. These are working on a personal machine learning project. The difference between cycle learn and a regression. All right. Sorry, the difference between classification and regression. So um, I'm going to share my screen and then go to share my screen real quick. Okay. Can you all see my screen? All right. So, all right. Okay. So this is data lab. You'll be using data lab a lot, even in your assignments. You'll be using data lab. So I'll quickly go straight forward, and please, when you don't understand anything, unmute your mic and then ask me a question. Okay. All right. So give me thumbs up if you are ready. Let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Okay. 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 All right. So, as I said, for today, we'll be working on a classification problem. And then I'm going to take us through the data that we have here. But before then, before you start any machine learning project, you know, there are some certain libraries that allows you to perform certain tasks. Yeah. And then one of the libraries here is called Pandas. Pandas is more like a data frame. It allows you to update, or it allows you to work with tabular data or any kind of tabular data that you have. Yes, so I'll go straight forward and then import my Pandas. So we're going to import Pandas. Pandas as Pandas. So we can see we have some libraries here. You can see Pandas. We have Pandas data reader, Pandas River, Pandas ML. But that's what we are looking at for today. So I have my Pandas as 3D. Then there's one more library we are going to use, that's NumPy. NumPy allows us to perform mathematical functions. So I'll straight go and then import my NumPy as empty. Then I will click on run. I'll run. Okay, so our next task is to now to load the data into our Pandas data frame. So I'll go to Python, and then my data here is saved as wc.csv. So this is a CSV file. So I'll quickly go to here and then import our data into our Pandas data frame. So we are going to save our data as df equal to gb.read plus csv. Then our wbc.csv. Now, here is our and then we now load our data. So in Python, you can use this function as head. What this head does is that it's displays the first 5 columns for you to see what you have. Yeah, so here is our first 5 columns. You all can see. Yes, can you see our first 5 columns? So we are having an index. We are having ID. The ID is more like patient. Okay, so in this data, we are working on a cancer. Right? We are working on how to predict a cancer, whether it is. So what we are going to do is that this is our first 5 data frame, our first 5 columns. So I'm going to expand it, then we can all see. So this is our data. Okay. We have we have um, radius mean, we have texture, we have perimeter, we have the area, we have the smoothness, and a lot, a lot here. So let's quickly move on to now. What we're going to do is that we are going to pre-process the data. That we are going to check our data. Okay, Samuel, do you have a question?
Good
Samuel.
evening. No, I'm sorry. I'm just joining. I'm just joining now.
All right. Okay. So unmute your mic for us, please.
Oh, sorry.
Mute.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. So we are going to Python again, and then what we are going to do is that we are going to work on pre-processing our data. Okay. So I will save this as our heading will be data pre-processing, and I'll add a heading to it. Yes. And here we go. So first of all, we are going to check the shape of our data. How many rows do we have and how many columns do we have? So we'll go, since we have already saved our data as the F, so the F dot shape. And this will display the shape of our data. So we all can see the shape of our data. Okay. We have 569 rows and 33 columns. Now, let's see the data types that we have, the various data types that we have in our data. So we are going to check the f.info, who gives you all the data types that we are working with. Okay. All right, so there's our current data type. We have 569 now. We have kind of like we are working with floats. Okay, so float is more like we are working with integers. Okay, yes, we are working with integers. But when you see float in um, Python, maybe you are working with float and you are working with integer. And then when you see integer 64, means that we are working with whole numbers. And then object means we are working with variables. All right, so let's go ahead and check if we have missing value. So right now, what we are doing is we are just going to our data. We are just seeing how we can reprocess our data. Sorry everyone, data camp is running a bit slow, so pardon with me and let's all cooperate. Okay, so let's check if we have any missing values in our data. So what we are going to do is that we go to the function df. It's now okay. Data camp is running very slow, but let's try it. So what we have here is our data, and we can see the zero here you are all seeing means that we currently do not have any missing values in our data. Yes, we do not have any missing value in our data. All right. So now, but in most cases, real world data sets are quite messy, and you have to do a lot of data pre-processing before you can go ahead and fit your model. All right. So let's find out if there is any uh, duplicates. Data camp is running very, very slow. Okay, Ibrahim, please go ahead and speak.
Please, can we have the data set? Can you please send data set on the Discord group?
Okay, I'll send the data set to the Discord when after this session.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm really, really struggling here because the data set is the data camp is running slow. So without duplicates, what we can see here is false, 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 false. It is telling us that we do not have any duplicates in our data set. So we can go ahead and now, okay, 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 Ibrahim, your hands is raised, Ibrahim.
Sorry, I didn't already. Sorry.
Okay, okay, Edmond, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, by duplicates you mean exact rows?
Yes, exactly, exactly, exactly. And we do not want any duplicates in our. When you have a lot of duplicates, it can affect how your model performs. So, as part of data preparation, we check duplicates, and then if we do not have duplicates, then we go ahead. Okay,
All right, thank you.
our count. So, um, we are going to check the diagnosis. When you look here, we have diagnosis. That the diagnosis is the only object that we have. Okay, diagnosis is the only object that we have. That's the rest of our data contains numbers, or let's say integers. So we are going to check the value count of our diagnosis here. So I'll come down here. I'll go DF. Value count. And then I think there are a lot of users, so data camp is running very slow. So yeah, this is our diagnosis, and then what it means is that so the B here is representing Benin. That's it tells that a patient does not have any cancer cells, or the patient does not have any kind of cancer cells that is spreading through his or her body. And then the M here is malignant. Malignant means that the patient has cancer cells and it is growing rapidly in his or her body. So our task here is to predict whether a patient is going to have a cancer or will not have cancer based on all the variables that we have here. Based on all these variables. So by these variables, we are going to tell whether a patient has cancer or will not have cancer. Okay. So let's go ahead and then now when we come here, okay, we can see these are our columns, but in our modeling, we do not need ID, patient ID. Okay. So we are going to drop patient ID, and then when we come here to we are going to drop this on A. We don't know what it is. So what we are going to do is that we are going to check by using of what we are going to check what that column contains. Okay. I'm very sorry. Data camp is very slow today. It's very, very slow. It's running very slow. But I'll try as much as possible for us to walk through. I'm very, very sorry for today, but let's all cooperate. We'll be able to work on something. All right. So I think we are getting an error. There is an error. What is that error saying? The error saying there is on in. Okay. So, all right. So yes, it's supposed to be capital U. Okay. right, so let's quickly hit. Okay, what is the error telling us on name? All right, so I believe one or the other, that specific column, I don't know what it is, but let's go ahead and drop it since we are not getting any information. So we're going to drop the patient ID, and we are also going to drop the unnamed column. All right, so we are going to do df, which is our data frame. Then we are going to use the drop into brackets.
At lower server heart with arrow, red heart, smiling face with hearts.
So ID, we have the ID here. This should be in parentheses. So this should be in parentheses. So we have our ID. Yeah. Then we are going to use this function for in place. Then in place is equal to true. Then we go ahead and then we run. All right. Now let's go ahead and check our data frame. The F. All right, so now we no longer have our ID here. We no longer have our ID here. So you will now go and then now we don't need this column. Yes, we don't need this column. So we are going to also drop that column. In place equals to true. Okay. Then we run. Now, okay, so look here, we no longer have the patient ID, and then we no longer have the unnamed column. We don't have them here anymore. Yes, we don't have them here anymore. So now I think we can go ahead and then plot gap, and then but then for some reasons known, for some reasons we are going to skip the gap part, and we work on some exploratory data analysis. Okay, so I'm going to name my content here exploratory data analysis. And then we wait. So with the exploratory data analysis, we are going to check the statistics of our data using the describe function. So we go by df dot describe will give us the summary statistic of our data set. All right, okay. So here's our summary statistics of our data set. So we are just going to, I'm going to take us through quickly. So we have radius, our radius, and then the maximum radius here is 28.11. And then we have our minimum radius, which is 6.981. And then we have our mean to be 14.12. Okay. Then it's the same here. We have the maximum for the mean tester, and we have the mean, which is 1.9690339. Okay. Then, so this gives us the summary statistics of our data set. It helps us to check if we have any imbalance in our data set. So with this, we can also work on correlation. So let's do a bit of correlation. All right, so I'll save my correlation and hit map. Correlation and hit map. So let's check how. So I would like to ask a question before we proceed. So who can tell me what correlation is? Who can tell me what correlation is? If you know what correlation is, you can unmute your mic and then you can speak. Yes, I know most of us have gone through the course, so by now we know what correlation is. and correlation matrix. So, is there anyone who is going to tell us what correlation is?
Yeah, correlation is the relationship between two values or features.
All right, okay, okay, okay. Thank you very much. Yes, let's give it up to him. Oh, show him. Let's give it up to him. He has really done well. Yes. So we are going to check the relationship between the variable, especially the dependent values. Okay. So if you have dependent values, you have independent values, we are going to check how that these values they are all correlate, whether they have a strong correlation or they have a weak correlation. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do our correlation analysis. So go right. So I'll start something like this. Correlation matrix. Okay. So we are only checking for numeric values, although we have object that we have our diagnosis. So we are only checking for only numeric values. So here I'm going to use the function that will allow us to only use numeric values. Yes, numeric only. The numeric only allows us to only perform correlation metrics, only correlation without the objects. Yes, so I'm going to hit this. Okay, then I'll move on to now. Let's see how we are going to see. We have so I'm going to plot the heat map for us to see how they all correlate with our dependent variable. Okay. So we are going to use a fixed size. Fixed size of 12 and 10. And then we use, so that reminds me before we before we plot any graph, we have to import our visualization library. Okay, we are going to import first. We are going to import Seaborn as SNS. Then we are going to import max.let.py. So these are our visualization libraries. Okay, so we go ahead to use Seaborn. Then we are going to use correlation matrix. We have it here. We have our correlation matrix here. We are going to have our correlation matrix here. Then we have a function called CMap to warm. And then we are going to annotate. So annotate equals to true. And then we have our function fnt. limiting our integers to only two significant figures. So that's 2f, two significant figures. Now, let's, bring up a title. The title will be something like correlation heat map. Okay, let's the correlation heat map. The title will be correlation heat map, and then we go ahead to show. Now let's run. Okay, we have an error here. So we will quickly have to check why you are getting an error. Okay. So you're supposed to use yes, so two significant figures. Okay. All right, so let's wait while we are getting error again. What is happening? Okay, so I think I now got it. Annotate, and then there shouldn't be any full stop here. It should rather be comma. Okay. Now let's go ahead and run. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Okay. You are saying I had a correct spelling here. To rather be N O. Good. Let's go ahead and run. Okay. So you can also see you're having a lot of things here, and there is so much for us to see. So let's use a bar matrix. Yes, let's use correlation bar matrix because this is a lot for us to see. So let's use correlation bar matrix. Okay, so maybe let me see. Let me increase the fixed size. Yeah, let me increase the fixed size. Let me make it here 14 and here 12. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is horrible. Very, very, very horrible. Okay. Let me check something here. Okay, I think this is quite better now. So let me quickly um, walk us through this. So we are saying this, we are saying this red. So any figure that is close to 0.8 to 10 here shows that it has a strong correlation with each other. So when we come here, for instance, let's use concave points west. It has what a 0.74 correlation with the radius mean. Means that it has what a very strong correlation, but it has a very weak correlation with what the texture mean here. Let's speak of the concave points west versus the texture size, and then you can see that it has what a negative correlation of 0 minus 0.12. Yes, so I think this is a clear example of what we are looking for. So, what do we do? In some cases, we are going to throw some of the data away, but I think for today, we are not going to do that. We are just going to work with everything we have here. So, let's quickly perform some feature selection here, and then let's pick our model. Okay. Okay, so since most of our data is in okay, so we are going to do feature selection. I'm really having an issue with data count today. So let's talk of feature engineering. So what we are going to do is that first of all, we are going to convert our diagnosis into we have B and M here. So we are going to use label encoding to change this B into 0 and 1. That's when you have 0, it means that the patient has no cancer. When you have 1, it means that the patient has cancer. So let's quickly do that. So I'll come here. DF diagnosis. dot map. So we are going to use our first map will be the Benin, which means that the patient has no cancer. So what are going to do? We are going to use 0 to represent that the patient has no cancer. And then M will tell us that the patient has cancer. So we are going to use 1 to represent M. Okay. And then we close our brackets. Then we move on. So let's check our data frame. All right. Oh, we are getting now here. We are getting now here. Why are we getting now? We're not supposed to get now in our diagnosis. So we are going to restart the kernel. Oh, okay. We can just do so let me try and reverse it. And then let's check our data frame. Yeah, looks. Data camp is really giving us. We are still facing the same issue. So I'm quickly going to restart the kernel. All right, so I think the issue here is that I interchanged this. So we are supposed to have this here, rather. So we're supposed to have this here, rather. And then I'll have my comma here. So sorry guys, I have, and then I'll have my comma here. And then I'll have my M here. So this is the error that we are currently facing now. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. So I'm have to restart the kernel and then clear this one. So I'm going to clear this. Yes, and clear this. And now let's start our kernel. I'm so sorry. So I have started the kernel, and then I am running everything all over again from the top. It is very, very slow. So let's have patience. Let's have patience. Okay. So I think everything is running perfectly. Yes. So here we are now. Okay. So now you can see that we have our M. So the M here represents that every patient here has what? No, every patient here has cancer. And let's check the tail of our data. So the tail, the F dot head gives you the first 5 rows of the data, and the tail tail data count is really, so we have tail. Yes. All right, so this is our last 5 rows, and we can see 0 here. You can see, so we are in ones and zeros. All right, so the last thing we are going to do before we now fit our model is, when we see all these mean radius, the parameters, okay, if we go ahead and then we fix, we are going to have inconsistency in our model, because here we are having about 4, here is 4 significant figures. We are having 2 decimal places. Here you are having about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. So we are going to do something that will change our data here, especially not the diagnosis. No, we are not going to tackle that one, but everything we have here, so that they are going to have a standard deviation of 0 and a variance of what? 1, right? Yes, so that is what we are going to do now. Okay, so let me quickly go ahead. So what we are going to do is that we are standardizing our data, and we are going to use something called standard scalar. Okay, we're going to use something called standard scalar. So let's go ahead and then transform our data set. Before then, we are going to use a library called standard scalar.
How much that you go collect for one? Wait, I beg move, calm down. 700.
When
Sorry.
someone has unmuted his microphone,
Sorry, no go. No.
um,
500.
Okafo, do you have a question?
So today,
Do you have a question?
because if you enter hotel by 500.
Okafo, please unmute
My
your
goodness.
microphone. Please,
So renting
Maybe
700.
that's to come and help us here. Is he going out?
Okafo, please unmute your microphone. Please.
Pick up more comes up for you.
Eh,
Okay, we have just talked as BI.
that under bridge, Bonnie Campus. But just one drop off. I think he didn't see bus. I think there was bus there. I'm sure there was. I get out there.
Is there a way we can
Down with it.
I cannot
Then the enter is 500.
I don't know if there is a way we can make him unmute his microphone.
Okay, they go. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm sure you are going to have difficulty in hearing. We don't have much time. So
Okay. Hello.
oh, is there a way we can make him unmute his
Sorry.
microphone?
The admin should be able to remove him.
There isn't a way I can take him out of the call. Google Meet does not support that. Cannot mute him. Google Meet does not allow. You cannot remove a participant call unless they take him out, unless he himself can mute it. Yes.
I'll give you.
So I don't know what to do right now because Okafo, can you unmute your microphone? Can you mute your microphone, please? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and then. So we are going to import standard scalar from sklearn. So pre-processing. So we have our standard scalar here imported. Let's go on to scalar equal to standard scalar. And then DF code. So this will be our skill DF. Scalar dot fits. Now we do what we transform our data set. Thus we standardize our data set, then DF. So here we are. So now that we have scaled our data set, we are no longer going to use DF as our data frame. Our new data frame will now is now saved as DF field. This is our new data frame. So DF field dot head dot head. So let's check how our new data frame looks like. Oh, you're having an issue here. NumPy array. Okay. I'm coming to rectify the issue. So we have our scalar. Okay, so we are going to use data frame function dp so that we can now display our stored here. Oh. See back again. Okay.
So like I was saying, unlike apps that were built to do like Twitter that are controlled by their data has been like this. One day someone wakes up and say they want to delete everything.
Please unmute your mic. Unmute your mic for us, okay?
Data of everyone has been gone. So like yeah, that's this one is not controlled by anyone. Wow. And besides if anything wants to be like removed from the database or anything, it has they call it nodes. Blockchain is compiled of blocks, and within that block it's controlled by nodes. And those nodes are like and those nodes are like computers that
when I click on the three dots,
Okay, put that just next to the person's name.
have
Then you can get it.
of all the data
Ariamu,
of
please unmute your mic for us.
blockchain
Because
so if one person
when I
so
click
that
on
series
the
of
person's name, I
use
don't
of
see.
nodes. So if you want to delete your own, you can delete it, another person has it. So and everything is plain. Everyone sees what everyone does on the blockchain. Just that it's not like the name specifically. It's just your wallet address that shows there that this is the person that is doing it for. And that is
But I want to say one thing. The AI community meeting host is here now. He can meet them.
No, I cannot. Google Meet does
I'm
not.
seeing AI community as a whole. Let him meet them. I know, sir, you cannot meet them because they're also a visitor. I'm seeing.
I think I don't know what is
The
happening.
meeting host is here. AI Community Africa program. They can meet them.
Next one,
Okay, let's go ahead and then. So we are going to use our data frame option here so that we can now display our scale DF in a data frame format. Okay, so we have DF. Then we have our scaled. Then our columns. What's DF? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, dot columns. Then I'm quickly going to run this. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, so we suppose we have data frame. Okay, now let's display our first 5 rows using the print, or let me just use df scale dot head. Okay, and then so now we can all see. Whoa. We are not supposed to scale our diagnosis. We're not supposed to scale our diagnosis, so I'm have to rectify it. So what I was supposed to bring in a function that is going to drop our diagnosis. Yes. So there is something I can do. What I have to do here is that let me quickly df column. Let me drop the diagnosis column. So I am going to restart the kernel so that we can now do with our diagnosis here. Yes. If I try to roll over again, it will affect our data. So let me see what I can do here. So let me bring in something here called S field. No, not here. I want it here. Oh. So X. So I am giving a function that will drop our diagnosis so that whilst we are scaling our data, it will not affect our diagnosis because we need our diagnosis to remain at 0 and 1. And columns. Then you have a diagnosis. Diagnosis here, okay. Then now I can now apply our scalar. Scalar equals to standard scalar. Standard scalar. I think our time is fast and I'm very sorry. Data camp is running very slow today. I think it's because there are a lot of users using data camp. That is why. So now because I named it X, so what I'm going to use, I'm going to use X S scalar. Okay, let me use field. Then I'll now fit to transform it. Then I'll have my X here. Now I'm hoping that in about 10 minutes time, you will be done here. Yes, in 10 minutes time, you should be done here. So now what do I do is that I will now use S field here. S field here. And then I'll use S field here as well. And then, yes, I'll use X here. And then I will now use X here as well. Okay, so I'm going to now please, as we are moving on, if there's any question, okay, Ibrahim, please, can ask a question.
It's not a question, please. I saw that your transform is misspelled. Transform.
Come again, Ibrahim.
I said it's not a question, please. I saw that you misspelled transform.
Okay. All right. So, please, I am going to send an attendance link, and then for us to fill. So I'm going to add the link to You are going to see the link right here. I'm going to send it to the chat box so that you can all troll it. Hold on for me for a second. I am coming. Okay, please. Can you all see the attendance?
Yes, sir, we can see.
All right, so let's do all and then fill the form. It will be closed after 30 minutes after this call. Yes, so our data frame is very, very slow today, but I think we can still do something. So from here, we now go and we now split our data. Data camp is very, very slow. I can't, oh, all right. I am getting a message that data camp is no longer working. Okay. So I think let me rectify the issue here. Okay. So supposed to be fit transform. And then we go to our column here. And then now we display our data. Oh. Okay, so our time is much spent here. And then what we are going to do is that we are going to, from here, I think we learn on how to fit our algorithm into our data, and then now be able to kind of like know the accuracy of your model. And I wanted us to take us through on how you can process your data, then you fit your algorithm. So what we are going to do is that we are going to end here for today, and our assignment is that we are going to fit your data with logistic regression. So I'm going to send the data to into this channel. Everybody will have access to the data, but then try as much as possible to do your own pre-processing. So this is where our pre-processing ends. Then from there, you will now split your data into trained and then tested. So that's the next thing you're going to do, but that's going to be like a personal assignment for you. And I think when you try your hands-on is going to be of, I mean, help us. This is not just about theory. We're also going to do a bit of practical. So we are going to end here. But if you have any question, you can ask me, and then we can close up the meeting. Okay, Emmanuel.
Hi, Mr. Dixon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Sorry, I joined a bit late. So I just wanted to ask a few questions.
All
Please,
right.
for the attendants, are you the teaching assistants that we are to, just to get that correctly?
No. There's attendance for we are trying to take a record of those who are able to join the interactive session. We want to
Okay.
be able to reach out to those who are unable to, and if there is any help we can extend to them, then we do so. So it is not like I am taking the attendance, but it is for the community. All right.
Okay, sir. So my question was, who is our teaching assistant, or do we have someone, or he hasn't been assigned yet?
I am the teaching assistant for this course, but we are three. Okay.
Okay.
We are three, but for today, I am handling this session. There are some, and I'm sure we have already done the introduction in our Discord channel. Are you part of Discord?
I am, but I couldn't find the what's it called? I mean, the Discord channel. So maybe I'll just try to check and see if I am on that particular group for the one.
If you're on a Discord channel, you'll be able to locate ML, data science, ML and AI. Kind of
Okay.
like, yeah. So on the Discord channel, um, you'll see AI, ML, DL. Okay, that is our channel. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're
Um,
welcome.
sorry, I also have a question concerning that
Okay.
Discord channel. I've been clicking on MLAI. I have not been added to the group. I've been clicking on
Okay.
the Discord. Instead, I'm seeing data science. That's the place I'm seeing myself.
You're already saying data science. That means that one way or the other, you've been added to the data science group instead of AI ML. I don't know. I think maybe it has to do with when you were choosing the track.
Sorry, I'm checking now and I can't see any on my end. I can't see any AI ML. I'm checking all the channels, and it seems like I don't have access to that.
So currently, what channel do you have access to?
I'm not even seeing any access to any channel. I'm seeing job seekers, learning resources, draw and guess, success stories, find a collab, choose your path.
Okay. When you come down to data count space 2025, you see data count space 2025 cohorts.
Data camp space.
When you scroll down,
Okay. Data camp space.
2025
Don't
cohorts.
see anything like that. Let me
Okay.
share my screen so it's not. Let me just share my phone screen. I'm currently. Just give me a minute, please.
All right.
Apologies. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so these are all of the channels that I am seeing here.
Okay.
Except if I'm doing something wrong.
Did you receive invites?
Yes, I did. I have access to. Like, do you mean invites to the channel itself?
Yes, because invites were sent to all
I did not
participants.
receive any channel invites for Discord.
Okay.
I didn't receive any channel invites.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes. I think what he hasn't done is that he hasn't chosen a track. When he goes to choose a track, he will see that he's supposed to select which track he's on, and then when he selects it, that's when he's added to the channel.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah, on the
so yeah,
track,
on the
choose
track, choose
AI
AI
or ML
or
engineer.
ML engineer. Go to choose your part. That choose your part. So when you enter it, he should choose the track AI and ML. You will see the emojis representing each track.
So the third
So the
emoji.
third emoji.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so any other question again? Please, let's do all to fill the attendance form. Okay, so if there is no other question again, I think that'll be all for today. And please, let's do all. I will send the data to the Discord channel so that we can all have access to it. Yeah. Okay. Someone is asking, can we resend the attendance form? Okay. Hold on for me. Okay, so I have resent the attendance form. Okay, everyone. So thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you had an amazing time. And yeah, on Sunday, Sunday is the deadline for our current assignment. And I want to show us something here. I think what I checked, only few people have been able to let me check here. So let me quickly. All right, so as of today, I have only 12 people have completed the assignment. Okay, only 12, and then with the course, with the 5,000 SP, only 12 have completed, and then with the unsupervised, only 16. So please, let's do well. You know, look, the percentage is very, very, very not encouraging. Okay, so please, let's do well to work throughout the assignment. And if for some reason you missed the previous assignments, you can send me your email on Discord and I'll reassign it to you. Okay, I'll reassign the previous assignment to you. So thank you all for today. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.
Hello.
Okay, Ibrahim.
You just mentioned that the deadline for the assignment is tomorrow. Is it not August 5th?
Come again.
I said you just mentioned that the deadline for this week's assignment is tomorrow.
No. I'm talking about the previous week, the one I just showed you. The deadline is tomorrow.
It's showing August 5th. It's showing August 5th.
Come again.
It's showing August 5th.
Yes, because the assignment was given on July 29th.
Okay, so it's August 5th deadline or tomorrow?
Okay. August 5th rather. Oh, okay. I think that's there. So I'm sorry, it's either August 5th rather. So sorry, okay. All right. So Tamia, please, I think send it to me on Discord, okay? So that I'll be able to have access to it. And Deborah, I'm seeing Deborah. Okay. All right. So let me try and work on something here. Okay. So for those of you, I think for some of you do not. Um, but okay, let me see something what I can do. Okay, so if I think a lot of people are sending their okay, keep on sending your mails. Keep on sending your mails. I'll work on it for you. I'll reassign them to you. So you can keep your mails coming in your email, the chat messages, and I'll reassign them to you. So for the rest of us, if uh, that'll be all for today, and I'll see you all next week. Have a lovely evening. Samuel, okay, Samuel, you can
Yes,
speak.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, please. Regard the on the assignment page, it says earn 5,000 XP.
Okay.
How? Yes. Would we automatically earn the 5,000 XP by completing courses?
Yes, exactly. As
Okay.
you complete the courses, the SPs, you complete the SPs.
Okay. And then for me, I completed the assignment. However, it was late. It is counted as late. So all I just have to do now is to send my email, and you can reassign, and it will be completed.
Yes, yes. Send your
Okay.
email and then I'll reassign them.
Okay. So I should send it as an in-call message.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, please, I have a question. How do we find you on the Discord app, please? I even have difficulty.
On the Discord app, okay, if you have received an invite from AI Community Africa, go to choose the path. When you go to choose the path, then you choose AI and ML engineering. Then you'll be added to our channel. Okay.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So for those of you that have sent their mail, I have been able to reassign the first course to you. So try as much as possible to complete it. Yes. I think I have um,
So I have a question.
okay. Go ahead and ask your question.
I'm currently on the data science track on Discord. How do I
Data,
leave? Mm.
I think maybe you chose the data science group. Yeah, you chose the data science channel. So that is how come maybe you added to the data science channel. And I don't right now. Okay, so unless you reach out to, I'm going to add my mail. Okay, reach out to my mail, and then I'll reach out to the community. And if there's anything that can be done, it will be done for you. All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Samuel, ask the question.
Sorry, I just forgot to drop my hand. I've asked my question already. You answered already. Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, so I think we are done for today, and you can leave the channel. You can leave the call if you don't have any question. Currently working on reassigning the assignment to those who missed them last week. I'm currently getting a wrong mail here. Alfred da Silva. Alfred da Silva, I'm getting a wrong mail.
Hi, sir.
Okay, so check your email for me because I'm unable to find your mail on DataCamp.
All right, I'll check it.
Okay, so I'm waiting.
Please try again.
Okay. I'm still having, I'm seeing that you are not on. Are you on the DataCamp? Are you part of the DataCamp group, that server?
Yes, I'm part of the data count.
Are you able
But
to access
is
the
it?
course?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm on. Let me check. I'm on the machine learning scientist in Python track.
Did you choose the track by yourself or you located the group and then go to groups, okay? Go to DataCamp, your interface, your dashboard, and then tap on the home. When you tap on the home, a drop down menu will appear. Then you choose, or you select groups. Okay, if you are part of machine learning, you are going to see machine learning. Okay, but currently what I'm seeing here is that I'm not seeing any info here. So check it for me.
Okay, I'm right now on my learning page, and
Okay.
Where should I go? You say
Groups.
Courses.
Groups rather. What is your username?
Alfred da Silva.
Is that your username on this account?
Yes.
Okay, so have you been able to locate groups?
No.
Can you share your screen?
Okay, give me a second.
All right, so for those of us that have been able to send their mail, I think I have been able to assign the course. Yes, so you can start learning. Yes,
Learning.
I have.
On career tracks.
All right, so have you been able to share your screen?
I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, okay, yes. I have seen that. you currently do not have groups there, for meaning that you be not been able to, you are not, okay, so that's over. I'll reach out to your community. Think, hold on for me, okay? Let me send a mail. All right, so for coming,
But I'm able to see assignments.
yeah, assignments. All right, those. All right, so okay.
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe um go back to the assignment. Let me see.
okay.
I think this is scroll down and let me see. Oh, I think you are not part of the machine learning group. I don't know because I mean, I'm supposed to see one or the other see groups on top
Okay.
here. So reach out to me. Check the in-call messages and reach out to my mail. Okay, and then I will reach out to the community on your behalf. All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so please, anyone else? All right, so if that is so, then we are going to end the call here. See you same time next week. Bye bye.